Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of... yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 58, the money. Come to Wild World. We want it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Givens. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
41 Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Bravo. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
You got three down.
On 3rd down, Givens. He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
Now pull. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Ready. Mike, 41. Keep it up. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. All day, punt. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Looking to throw. Gibbons. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Good. I'm going to wedge that, huh? It's going to be a long day. That's got Hayward. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Second and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why.
That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Just like that. 36, 36. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Goff now to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Balaj. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yeah. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Polk. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And all the way down to the 26. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards on the ground. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game 1.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go for it.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down. Short. Hey.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Balaj. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 41. I got you. Hustle. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Throwing on first down. Gibbons. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
41's the mic. Check the out. 41 Mike. It's just me and you. Small. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Gibbons. He's got it to Williams. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and he just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Taco Charlton. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
2 for 1. Go. Check tight.
Back to throw, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Crunch time, defense.
Goff. He gets it to Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 8-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Gibbons. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I know he ain't go. 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Returnable for Grant. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the 2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, my 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Out of the gun, gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibbons looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On first down, Gibbons. That's caught by Hollister. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now gone. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A big play there. Goff to Kupp. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Polk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they run it with Polk. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. What?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's